Okay, you can't be getting up and sharpening pencils when I'm screen recording. So, yeah, I'm going to stop. Today I'm going to show you how to take your images that you have saved, your animal and your portrait. Either I take the portrait or you take a selfie or you have a friend help you out, and you need to have them in a file somewhere on your desktop. I have mine in downloads, and you're going to use these two images to put them together and create a picture that you can draw from and enlarge it. We're going to use the grid method. So I already have my pictures. I know where they are. I'm going to open up my Photoshop here, and it had an update, so hopefully it'll just open up. And you're going to create a new. So we definitely want a background, and then you'll have your pictures that you're going to open. So we're going to create a new, like this. And then I have a bunch of canvases already because I use it quite often. You need to decide whether yours is going to be a horizontal format or a vertical format. You need to make those decisions. I'm going to go ahead and do mine like this, an 8.5 by 11. These are already here. I'm going to title it Self-Portrait so that I know when it shuts down and I'm not done, I can go back to it and I know what that is. And I have it in a vertical format. I think that's going to work best for me. You want to do a 300 pixels per inch. Yours will probably be an automatic 8-bit. That's fine for what we're doing. That's going to be fine. So the side here should look like this, just like this. Don't color manage, just make it match up. And then you're going to create, and you're going to end up with a white piece of paper. Then you want to go to File, and you want to open the pictures that we are going to use for our project. So I know I'm going to open up my dog. I'm going to hit Control, and I'm going to hit my picture, and then I'm going to open them up. And they should end up on my taskbar up here. Whatever I do, I need to crop things out. I need to do all that. I need to do it here, not once I move it to my blank paper. You want to take care of all that business right here. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of anything I don't need, all the shape. I told you that your portraits need to be at least at your shoulders or so. You can widen that out a little. Something like that would be good. I'm going to make mine a little bit lower. A little bit lower. I like that. So that's good for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm also going to, well, you guys may want color, so we're not going to make this black and white. If I want to get rid of the background, I don't want any of this background. I really like this new tool. You know that if you hit on the tools, that sometimes if you hit right-click it, there are a bunch of hidden tools in here as well. I like this one on the lasso. I love this magnetic lasso tool. It does such a good job for me. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, so I'm going to hit my Control plus, and I'm going to be able to navigate my way around and cut out the background, and then just move myself to my paper. So what I do is I click on this edge. It does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's a magnet, and it goes all around your edges like so, and it gets up here. It should automatically move it down for me, and then I have to follow my way all the way around my hair. If there's any places that don't quite get it, you can take care of it later, but for what we're doing, this is going to be just fine. And it's really nice. I'm not going too quick, too fast, and it's just going to cut that background out or anything that I don't want. Okay, I do have to bring this all the way back around to, I'm just going to cut it off here. Won't matter. Whenever I bring it here and it matches up to the first little spot, you see the little marching ants that are going around that? That means I've selected that out. Then I have to be on the right tool for the right job. I've already selected, but now I need to move it. So I'm going to go up here to these little crosses, and I'm going to move. I'm going to click on my face and hold it with my finger on my mouse pad, and I'm going to drag my finger over. I'm cutting myself out of my background. That's kind of cool. And then I'm going to go up here to my white piece of paper, and it's going to open. I'm still holding it down. Don't let go. And then drag it back. Oh, lovely. Then if I want to make it bigger, I can go to Edit, Transform, Scale, and then I can make it bigger. That's nice. Okay, I like that. Now I hit my check mark. Sometimes if it's not doing what you want, you have to hit the check mark. Then I want to, oh, my cute little puppy. She has to be in my picture because she is my little spirit animal. I'm going to cut the background out of her as well. So I'm just going to go back up to the lasso tool, and then I'm going to click around here. I'm going to go pretty quickly for the sake of demonstration. Clip her out, clip her out, clip her out. Okay, I'm going to keep all that in there. Okay, now I've selected her out of that background, and I have to get up, click on it enough to where you can get it to attach. Where are you? There we go. Marching ants. Move tool. Click and hold. Keep holding it. Drag it to here and drag down. And then I have my puppy. Can I edit, transform, scale her, make her bigger or smaller? Yes. If you want to, you could go and search for a background. If you wanted to put a background in here, I told you yesterday you could use like a famous painting background like Kehinde Wiley, or it could be very representative of you as a person. So I know that my favorite place to go in all the world is the beach. So I could look for a setting that tells you a little bit about who I am, and I'm going to look like for a beach background. And then if I select one from the internet, come on now, you need to make sure that it is a big enough file for you to use. And so you can scroll over these. This is a nice big background. It's 2800 by 1800. In contrast to, let's see if I can find, most of these are pretty big because I typed in the word background. But you don't want to get one that's too small, and you don't want to select these thumbnails. Those are too small. So let's just say I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to open it at least this big if it'll let me have it. I'm going to save it back into my folder. And then I can go back to my Photoshop file and open it and pull that into my image. Okay. You're like, oh, Miss Glass, what happened to it? Well, I have to move it on. So we have here. So I'm going to go here, and then I need to click on it, and I'm going to move it to my, hopefully my white background here. Okay, let's click on that, and then go to move here. Click it this way, and drag it this way. Click on it again, hold it, drag it up. It's going to cover up my face. I can edit, transform, scale. It's going to cut off some of my stuff, but it's okay. I'll get what I want, I think. This will be great, because what I'm going to do, you're just like, oh no, Miss Claus, you covered yourself up. It's okay, check it. Then I can take this layer and drag it behind my face, and now that's behind me. That I like that a lot. If you can't see your layers over here, go up here to Window, hit Workspace, and check Photography as your workspace. It should keep it there from now on unless you change it, but that way you can see your layers and work that way. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. I can fill in all this information. I can do that, but that's pretty good. That's a pretty good start. I'm going to go to Layer, Then you're going to click all the way down. If you don't see flatten, click the little arrow and click down till you see flatten the image. And I've just glued down all my stuff. I digitally glued my pieces together, my collage. Then you're going to go to File, Save As, a file on your computer. And you're going to save it as a JPEG. It should be the first one in the list of JPEGs right here. You're going to save it as a JPEG, self-portrait, final, and that allows you to just say, okay, that's great. Now I should be able to get out of that. I don't need to save any of that. I'm done with it. Done. I can go check and see if it's oh, look at there. Now I need you to email it to me or share it with me somehow so that I can print it in a 5x7, and I will show you how to grid it and blow it up, and we'll do all that. And we'll talk about that later. Okay? And so that's what we should be doing in the next couple of days. I'd like to have that done, so that would be great.